Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Voyager's Guide to Ravean kind of world building episodes. Today, we're going to cover another god. This one is the Warbrand. So, if we jump down to his page within my document, the Warbrand is a good aligned neutral deity of war and conflict. While not exclusively good or evil, he stands for simply the thrill of conflict and views the events of war as necessary drivers of change in the world. The Warbrand, in this way, is a being of focus and drive, with much of his considerations being focused around conflict and war itself. He, while not a manipulative god, does also work to incite conflict when necessary and when possible, seeing the conflict itself as a crucible capable of tempering and strengthening all of those involved. The Warbrand is followed by those people that are driven by conflict themselves, most commonly soldiers and fighters of almost every type. The followers of the Warbrand seek his aid in battle, working to ever prove themselves worthy of his blessing, but the Warbrand relishes the conflict itself rather than the outcome. The followers of the god, however, attribute one's losses or victories in battle as either the result of one's personal strengths or the enactment of their god's will, with many visitors offering prayer and sacrifice in revenge and reverence for their god's favor. The Warbrand's tenets are simple and almost universally recognized by combatants across the world. Fight with honor for victory or defeat. Dishonor is worse than death or loss. Fight long and hard, leaving nothing held back. Offer your full strength that you might expect your opponent's full strength in return. Worshippers of the Warbrand long for an honorable death in battle, seeing this as the ultimate honor, as they see this death itself as a testament to their god's strength and honor. The glory of an honorable death is a privilege that not many might enjoy. So, to break them down a little bit more, the Warbrand likes war. Big surprise, right? The Warbrand, in and of himself as a god, sees the growth that can happen after war itself and sees the war as being the catalyst to that growth. So, in an almost potentially misguided way, he can start a conflict and will try to start a conflict in an effort to, what's the best way to describe it? Continuously improve the world by throwing it into the forge, right? His ideal is something along the lines of, well, just keep tempering that iron. Keep tempering that steel so that it can fight again and again and put it back into the forge, put it back in so that it can be retempered and re-strengthened. Only good things come from putting it back in the forge, when that isn't necessarily true. Sometimes the metal will get brittle, sometimes the metal can break, but this is almost more so a testament to his ideal than actual reality. He's looking for people that go in to fight the battles and grow to fight more battles. That is his purpose. He sees this change that war brings, the development of a political landscape, a physical, natural landscape changed by war, as a good change. So, if you were to run the Warbrand in your campaign, I would recommend he is something a little bit closer to a let's pick a fight god. He looks to inspire conflict when necessary, and as far as he's concerned, it's almost always necessary. It's almost always gonna end up with a good outcome. He is a very, the end justifies the means kind of a god. So that would be how I would recommend running him, should you find it an interesting proposition within your own campaigns. So, thank you all for watching. that was the Warbrands video. If you have any questions or thoughts or anything like that, definitely leave a comment and I can give you the response for anything else for kind of the Pantheon and how it relates with this god. So, thank you all again for watching. Remember, it doesn't take much to make a difference out there in the world, so be the difference that you want to see. I will see you all otherwise in the next video. Bye.